So you failed a drug or alcohol test and now you're wondering what happens next. Maybe you're worried that your career as a CDL driver is over. I want you to know, it's not the end of the road. I'm Emily, and this information is provided by Ralph Broussard, a DOT-qualified substance abuse professional, and in the next few minutes, I'm going to walk you through exactly what happens after a failed test and how you can get back to work safely and legally. First, let's clear up the kinds of testing that fall under DOT regulations. Pre-employment testing. Before you start with any carrier, you must pass a drug test. Random testing. Carriers are required to test a percentage of drivers each year, and you can be pulled anytime. Post-accident testing. If there's a fatality, injury, or tow-away after a crash, you may be required to test. Reasonable suspicion testing. If a supervisor believes you may be under the influence, they can order a test on the spot. Failing or refusing any of these is treated the same way. It's a violation that requires immediate action. When a test comes back positive, or if you refuse to test, it's reported to the DOT Drug and Alcohol Clearinghouse. At that moment, you are not legally allowed to drive a commercial vehicle. Your carrier will remove you from safety-sensitive duties, and that violation will show up anytime another employer checks the clearinghouse. But here's the good news. Failing a test does not mean your career is over. It just means you need to complete the return to duty process through a DOT-qualified SAP like Ralph. Here's how the SAP process works step by step. Initial evaluation. You'll meet with me or another SAP for a professional assessment. Treatment or education plan. Based on your situation, I'll recommend counseling, education, or treatment. Follow-up evaluation. Once you complete the plan, I'll meet with you again to make sure you're ready. Return to duty test. You'll take a new drug or alcohol test, and it must come back negative. Follow-up testing. For up to 5 years, you'll have additional unannounced tests to stay in compliance. Once you successfully complete this process, you can legally drive again, and your record will show that you complied with DOT requirements. If you've recently failed a test, the most important thing you can do right now is contact a DOT-qualified SAP. Don't wait, because every day you delay is more lost time and income. As a SAP, Ralph specializes in helping CDL drivers like you complete the process quickly, professionally, and with dignity so you can get back on the road and back to supporting your family. Failing a test isn't the end, it's just a detour. If you need help with the DOT return to duty process, reach out today. I'll guide you every step of the way so you can get your career back on track. Failed a DOT test? Don't lose your CDL career. The sooner you start the SAP process, the sooner you can drive again. Ralph can help you to complete the return to duty process quickly, professionally, and with dignity. Call or email now. 502-305-8858. Email sap@ralphbroussard.com. That's 502-305-8858.